Yeah, thanks for that, Ortera. Yeah, look, you very, very good points. We need some proof, some scientific proof, and even science in today's paradigm has become a religion, right? Science today is just a religion. It's a belief. It's a faith in something, and it's a proving of something according to their own structure, right? Religion tries to prove something and controls people. Everything is just like that. The teachings that we're listening to here are called Kathara, called freedom teachings, called Keylontic science. It's totally based with scientific structured teachings. When I look at the many graphs and depictions and symbol codes and energies and everything that's described there, it describes the mathematical encryptions of the electromagnetic tonal signatures that create the hologram of self-identity according to your own lone harmonics. Right? Your own lone harmonics of your self-expression of God's source coming forth into space-time. Right? That's the Christ. C-H-R-I-S-T is just a derivative of the original K-R-Y-S-T-H-L, which is the crystal. It's the crystalline structure. It's the 7 sound tones of creation. Karayasatahala. It's the emanation and radiation of the signature of your own self-identity coming forth into space-time matrices. And even the space-time matrices or supporting realities that enable you to come forth as an expression of the living God source, they are created from God source too. It's like everything that supports the matrix, the mother, the matrix, the mind, that supports the expression of the offspring through the word of truth, which is the seed. The seed comes into the womb, which is the matrix, which creates an offspring of your own self-identity. Everything is supported by the wholeness of the God source. Male and female, electromagnetic. It's all scientific. Everything we've got in these descriptions here, I've got reams and reams and reams of technical data of the 15-dimensional physics that create all space-time matter manifestations. And also it covers the distortions and how distortion entered in. How did distortion enter into the perpetual motion life flows of the organic creation of the living God source? Well, it came in because of free will. Free will was given to all creatures that they might discover the possibilities of the realms of creation. And when certain factions went outside the realms of possibility, shutdowns and distortions came into the fields of those particular entities, and when they became shut down and their energy became finite and they were using the residual energy within their own matrix, they decided to use technology to go into other living systems and exploit other living systems. And that's what's happened to us. Here we are in the Earth, in this Milky Way galaxy, other black hole matrices, in other words fallen structures, finite structures in what you might call implosion, in a state of implosion. They have developed technologies to come into our living system to extract our energies, and we are falling into the black hole, or we are well entrenched into the black hole technologies because of that infiltration that's coming through hybridization. Hybridization has set genetics within our own biological structure, which is remotely controlled from the fallen systems. When they put genetics into our system of biology, they are able to control us remotely from parallel adjacent falling systems. Space-time instantaneous communication. That's what happens. Science proves it today. You can have a particle, antiparticle. One particle moves, the next particle, corresponding particle moves instantaneously, billions of light years away. It's instantaneous quantum communication. We are controlled remotely from distant, parallel, adjacent falling matrices that operate time rip technologies into our living system. They're ripping our matter base out through remote control. They're causing us to act in certain ways to fulfill their own agendas, right? It's encoded into the biological anatomy of our own structure because of the hybridization. We have become the offspring of the intruders. The invader race lines that came in here and raped the woman on the planet. We were in a system of regenesis, and we were regenerating our fallen structure, and race lines came in to actually invade us and intrude us and rip our energy out of our biological anatomy and the anatomy of the Earth and the star and the systems and the whole Milky Way galaxy and other galaxies too, in this fallen universal structure, which is what we call a Vecca system. It can fall. It's not supported fully through a higher matrices because of the integration. We're still in junior kind of self-evolutional status. We haven't become mature in our self-perpetuating intentions as like lesser, you might say, density 1. Density 1 is an evolutionary process that we all come through, and we are living in density 1. Density 2 is dimensions 4, 5, 6. It's a more stable system. 7, 8, 9 is even a more stable system, and when we get up into higher dimensions we cannot fall, but we're in a very susceptible, vulnerable position right down here in density 1, and we have been intruded upon by other higher dimensional structures that have been cut off, gone into implosion, gone into finite life systems, and they have intruded upon us, and they suck our energy out through time rip technology, which extracts within the very atomic matter base of our substance. They spin electron fields in, how would you say, in a very clear way. They spin electromagnetic diaphragms or repulsion zones within the atomic structure. They spin energy fields the wrong way to actually spin our energy out into black hole through manipulation, hybridization. They've set codes within the DNA constructs of our inner core dimension of being. They've designed distortion and destruction within our genetic bodies. How shall I overcome this body of death? This is what Apostle Paul wrote in the Bible. Who shall save me from this body of death? The body of death has got 98% junk DNA. It's completely shut down from full communication of our original higher dimensional structure. Who shall save me? Well, Christ. Christ in you. Christ in you will regenerate your biological anatomy as you overthrow the controls that are set within the templates of your hologram. You're going to do it yourself through allowing the host, which is here, the host of God, the full counsel of God, to come into you and give you the codes of regenesis as you overwrite the codes of corruption that are drawing you into the black hole. We have set within our biological anatomy codes that communicate with black hole source that suck us in, and our particle matter base is being sucked into black hole until we regenerate and lift ourselves up rather than let ourselves be drawn down. Come on up there, Altera. I'll hand over the mic. Come on up there.